Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to episode 23 of Firemind. So, well, what is it up today? I hope that I will get me that road finished up the hillside. It's going to be quite an interesting project, and so far, as I have never ever built a road up a mountainside, up a hillside. So that's going to be quite an intriguing challenge. We are going to complete the road over here, and on a random side note, I want to go upstairs in these levels and finally patch these young, fine individuals some dining halls and taverns up. We are going to have to smooth out quite some area here, but I'm going to put down some flooring here. Quite busy are the days of Firemind right now, as we have so many different things that we need to cut into shape, and we got an order of bracelets. Uzor loves these things. And at the same time, one Regoth is taking his time to go on a strange mood. So I'm going to follow this fine young man in a moment after I have assigned the bracelets, because there is no crime worse than official orders not being completed. That really is a offendable crime in Dwarf Fortress, so we gotta be careful about that. So, where art thou? Yeah, I think this is the man. So let's let the time roll again. He didn't come from another civilization slash fortress. He joined us in the year 193. He has made friendship with several people here. He's worshipping Tabmik, that is one of the more freakier gods of the Towers of Ages, and he's quite a social person. There's a lot of passing acquaintances. I bet he had a big sip in the tavern, which brings me quite nicely to the next topic. So we're going to see what'll happen with his business there, but I really need to get some expansions going in that field. It's a ruddy shame that we have not really any any accommodations. That's been the word that I've been looking for. So let's change something about that. I think now that we are that established, let's check what kind of flooring we are going to pick up here. The right mouse button, silly hand. Okay, so let's see. We could go for diorite blocks, as these are just fitting to the theme of the fort, but honestly, I feel like we should be going somewhere else with that. It's the tavern, so we'll be getting some nice returns from making it fancy, so well, we're going to put down those lead bars. One fun fact about lead bars is that they are making it hurt more if you hit the ground. As in Dwarf Fortress, if something hits the ground, the game measures how hard the ground or heavy the ground is. Ironically enough, lead is dense and soft, but it hurts like hell if you fall on top of it. It's a very popular material for traps, where you let people drop down a shaft or something like that. Alright, so we got ourselves a tavern. That's gonna be quite simple. We should have a dance floor as soon as the flooring is down. That is a wrong readout here. And of course we're going to put up a tavern keeper, because it's just boring to have no tavern keeper inside there. So, Erush the dyer, since we're not running any dyeing industry, dye industry I should rather say, it is okay. So let's see, this chap is still running around and packing things on the forge. It seems as if he has no problem in finding what he needs, so we can rest assured with everything is fine here. Okay, So in the meantime, let's get ourselves some drinks up here. Alright, just like that. Standard configuration. Enable the drinks. Make it get picked up over here. Done. So we also need another stockpile for the mugs. I heard there was a bug that made these mugs not even being used. I don't know if that is true, but, well, I still do it for a good measure, and because I think it is just the right thing to do. But where is my finished goods stockpile anyways? Where do we store our mugs? Jeez. Do we even have one storage place for that, or am I just winging it so far? This is one unsettling question. Ah, here it is. I knew I had made one. I was just very, very insecure all of a sudden. Okay, so Rigoth is beginning his mysterious construction. Mostly bones, some gem, some cloth and some leather. Well, let's see what he's up to here. Okay, so that is the tavern to begin with, and we're going to have the eating hall here. It's going to be another one of these very cramped ones that I built before. I really got to work in the next fort about that, because I somehow didn't anticipate how narrow this all would look like in the end. And now I'm stuck with these rooms. I mean, sure, I could establish them somehow different and get some different spacing down, but, well, I don't think it would make that much of a difference in all honesty. So we're going to cancel these out for the sake of storage of food. So, a Billon Lilum. Alright, that is... that must be a instrument. I'm pretty sure it is. The Billon Lilum. Anyhow, we're going to keep this room on a natural tint, as it seems. I totally forgot to put in floor. Damn, no. Well, okay. It is as it is. Now the damage is done. It's a very meager room. I will make up with engravings and the like, probably a statue or two about that, or something about that. Well, I somehow had a lapse of concentration there for a second, but it's gonna be okay, as we have engraved walls, and we're going to get ourselves maybe some statues in there, maybe kick out a couple of these. So let's do this like that. So we're going to have one of these, and we're going to remove these, and then we're going to put some decorum at least at the ends of the hall. It'll make it look a little bit less horrible, but yeah, I think with this room the damage is already done. Whatever, it's not that much of a big deal. I don't take the dining halls that series currently, and I don't think it is that much to worry about. I mean, these are still more beautiful than many things I've did before, so let's not be too demanding towards ourselves, shall we? Okay, let's get that diorite down there. It drives me nuts to see that. There's a spot missing. Here we go. So now we can't put indoors. I got this, and I meant, let's see, to do something comparable. Yeah, up here. That's been the area that I had set my mind on. So here we're going to repeat that service room pattern one more time. We're going to put down some more lead flooring. I mean, this will make really, really valuable rooms at the end of the day. Am I out of lead bars? Nah. Not even remotely. That's why I use DFHack usually, but I don't only have to whip up such small areas. I'll leave it like that. Using both tools as I see fit. Okay, so that will finally get this part of the fort a little bit more shiny. Let's head back to the road. The road is making some really good progress. We still need a lot of granite blocks to go, and I want to build that ramp today, the one upwards, as I want to complete that part of the business as fast as possible. I mean, I do think it would be amazing to have more than just these straight lines into the area. That is actually not really like roads work, but, well, there's always something to improve upon. I mean, I am just a rookie with just like less than 2 years of Dwarf Fortress experience under his beard, so I hope you can forgive me for these things. I would love to have a little bit more like this brook, you know, in the future. Maybe I can do that. Technically, we could still rip out parts of the road and get that curvature in. It's possible, but it's always a little bit of an issue that I also have to follow a sort of a time frame here. Alrighty, this part has been finished up soon too. We had terrible incidents of animals dying here, down here, or, well, did animals die? Definitely the Kea did die. Or whatever. It was quite ghastly. Alright. I am really, really positively impressed by the speed of things getting done here. I am not impressed positively by the fact that nobody is doing the wall smoothing anymore. Wait a sec. Did I just see correctly that somebody has been found dead? Oh, yeah. Alright, that is... I was worried for a moment. But it's the beginning of the month of Granite, so that is when people just die of natural causes. So whenever somebody drops dead on that day, you don't need to worry yourself too much about it. That means just somebody has bit the dust in the proper way. So we'll prepare a grave. I somehow clicked too fast on the notification there. Alright. I'm very sorry for these stinkers of dining halls here. But the one up here will make up for that, promise. This is gonna be a good one. So, let's see. We're going to get a stockpile. Nah. Damn it. we got ourselves a tavern here, not a stockpile zone. Good. So, to me by now it is really important that we get these things together as... Oh, I forgot something. Chests, of course. That's what we need in the taverns, so people can pass booze around properly. I forgot about that the whole time. Silly old me. There we have it. Playing this game since hundreds of hours, doing tutorials and whatnot, and then forgetting the booze chest. Or, well, it's not the booze chest, it's the muck chest for the tavern keeper, but whatever. That might be the reason why I never had tavern brawls. Now we will have tavern brawls. Hooray! So that's gonna be fun. People will die ultimately, but that's what it's all about, isn't it? So we pick up the drinks again. And if I have a tavern master, let's try that out. I think I don't need to have the stockpile zone for the mugs anymore. A siege engineer. Now that sounds like an awesome sport for jokes and all manner. So we're going to put a bit of a different design here down. Okay, it's not going to be as horrible as the previous ones. Hooray! But it's still gonna be a little bit full here. I mean, I do like to make my dwarven dineries efficient. Probably I will go for a different style one day, but not for this fort. So, pick up the food from down below, and let's give this place the doors it requires, and we finally have some sort of culture here back in the fort. I'm really relieved about that. So, only have to fix in a couple of chairs. This project will take a while until it's done, simply because we have currently tons of rock blocks in the in the water pipeline. This goes down so far that I am really, oh, whoopsie, wrong room, tempted to allow smoothing of walls for a while to everybody again, so these jobs just get done. There's just so much stuff that doesn't get done, and I don't like it. But, well, I guess I just have to accept that we cannot get everything done at once. Ah, well, that road is making some fine progress, isn't it? So let's get down to the stone cutters. Let's see, there's still so much of a commotion here. We're going to set up the extra stoneworker workshops. I've done all the extra effort here. Oh, look, we have wrong columns here as well. Don't. Whatever. I'm going to be fixing these out another time. But we do have a positive intake of granite hauling-wise. I'll take that as a win. That means part of my fortress is working out quite well. So let's check back down here. Yeah, there's plenty of boulders to go around. You see, I just want to keep an eye out if any shortages break out or anything like that. Oh, speaking about shortages. So, let's see, who died actually? Or did nobody die and I just... probably just a pet died. Ah, well, whatever. It's not that much of importance. Obviously no dwarf died. I'm relieved because I really dislike seeing people or missing people's death notifications. That just feels wrong. Good. Really, really good. I'm very happy about the progression for this episode. Getting the taverns and the dining halls together will make so much of a difference. I mean, these rooms, they are not much of a big deal so far, but they have a lot of art going on inside of them, so there will be sort of a quality improve there. And this place will be dope. I think people here should be already pretty happy about this place here. I don't know what kind of quality that room is, but I'm pretty sure that there will be quite a lot of commotion here over the course of the time. Alrighty, I love it. This place has come to so much life and so much happiness here. So let's get back downstairs to the jewelers and see what has happened down here. So the jewelers are currently busy with decorating silver statuary of the Baroness, Countess, I'm sorry, and sarcophagi, as I have introduced a huge batch of lead and clear glass sarcophagi. So we have one pompous crypt tomb thing going on here one day. As these guys here have a sort of a goth death cult going on, I really felt like that was a very fitting thing to do. And I'm also very positively surprised about the speed of these guys. We've just hit spring, and we're almost done with all the road building, except for the one up to the hillside. We also have completed many tasks. Let's check back with Uzol's well-being in general. She is euphoric. So, well, I am... Wait a sec, I didn't mean that to do that. I misclicked. I mean, I did really what I could to make that lady as happy as possible. She still wants to acquire objects, so I should work on that a little bit. So let's see how her life has changed. So, memories. Let's go back to the most recent ones. Fun is about friendships. Satisfaction about learning suturing. Obviously, that's interesting for her. So, she performed some rites in the Fellowship of Ashes Temple. A deadline has been met. Whatever deadline that was. There's the confusion about being knocked out by a tree. I remember that one. Blissful about her great bedroom. Blissful about the legendary dining room. Legendary dining room. So obviously, this place might be ugly, but it counts as a legendary dining room for some reason. I don't know why. Seriously. Whatever. Let's make sure that there is some reason for it to feel legendary by engraving the walls a tad bit more. So, let's see. Among the engravers, we have a rising talent, have a high master, and I really hope the other dudes will get their will get their talents down soon too. So, yeah, furniture carving does take a while. Let's check here. The wells still well filled. We're good on that behalf. So I really love how lively this place looks like. The guild halls in this fort are really, really charming. Quite happy with what I did there. The Doctor's Guild Hall still looks a little bit bleak. If anybody has some ideas about that, let me know. So, also, you could just join my Discord and have a direct chat there about this. Also an option. Really, really leave it up to you, my dear friends and viewers. Now, so let's see. I really don't want to order anything else until my dwarven ant farm has completed the construction of that part. But I feel as if we do have quite a speedy granite block production here. I love it. I love seeing the all these people busy here. But this is the downside of what I did there. The order that the order for endless amounts of granite blocks. That also makes it so that there will be nothing else as important as cutting granite blocks until the order of 1,000 blocks has been fulfilled. That means my dining halls and whatnot will be being completed much, much slower because of that. But in all honesty, I don't mind right now. I feel like this is so important to get this done that I don't want to delay work on that behalf. Okay, so I want to set up a bit of wall here. We don't do this like that. We go for other walls. Locally sourced walls. Wooden walls, of course, in case you were wondering. So, more people arriving. Hell yeah. Love to see that. So, we have more new people arriving. So, probably that's also a problem of the traders. Not being able to pass over the brook with their wagons might have been also a problem. Oh, dear. We'll have so much to do. So that brings me up to the question whether I should go for this portion of the road next, or rather open up another road over the brook here. I think that's what I'm going to do. You see something that goes down like that. Yeah, we make it 5 wide. Yeah. That should work out. But it still looks a little bit off here. That's really horrible. I think it'll look much better if we go for a total width like that. So we want to cross the water there. And then go for some action like that here. Let's fuse that. As you see there, this might have been the actual issue with the traders, that they weren't able to come over with their wagons over the brook. Well, I'm not leaving anything to chance here, as you say, and that is also the reason why there will be, until further notice, no other bigger commands for bigger orders of things, except for that. It is just that important. We need those granite blocks, and I need these roads done until the next autumn. I think the road towards the mountain is the least important one. I somehow have a hunch that it might have been here the entire culprit, that the wagons wanted to come from that side. We'll see about that. But that also means we'll have to do yet another part of road, but that's just as it is. I was looking forward so much to those ramps until I saw that the immigrants came from there. On the other side, I love the fact that this fort gets some serious logistics running, as this is, to me personally, really, really lovely. I love logistics, you see. Alright, these guys are swimming, aren't they? I didn't even know. So a brook obviously has a 7-7 water depth, but they can just walk over it. But I bet that a wagon cannot. Well, we'll see what that, after all, will be. Currently bothering me the most about all this is the fact that we still have a high inefficiency in terms of blocks being directly hauled for construction from here, but well, there's always something to mutter about, I guess. So, let's check back with the other workshops. So, look at that. Chert table and chert throne jobs. I'm relieved that some other things get done too. Alright. I cannot order any smoothing inside that dining hall until that's done. And on the other hand, no smoothing gets done anyways. I'll leave the orders open anyways. I will examine the situation for a tad bit longer, as currently I want to see these projects done ASAP. If that endless granite block order turns into a nuisance after the road project has been finished, we'll see about that. The good news is we have obviously kicked the food production way over our consumption currently. We have more drink income than we expend, so that's absolutely good. I haven't heard back from my elven friends for a while, so that sort of makes me anxious. I think there might be something bad happening soonish, but we'll see about that. Until then, well, I love what I see here. It's pretty sick to see them work like that. And that bridge will be done in no time. I mean, all the legendary stonecutters that we got in the fort, you really do notice that after a while. So, currently, what's slowing us down most is kind of like the inefficiency of the hauling, which can be only made more effective if we'd be putting down some mining cart systems, I guess. But, well, it is what it is. I also meant to expand that food stockpile, or I should rather say that drink stockpile. Here goes. I bet that these stills are packed full with wine pots and all. Yeah. So that's what happens if you don't have enough storage room. Luckily, we don't have wet feet around here. I can dig out a whole effing wine cell if I need to. A monster slayer. Mr. Dadok, Commissioner Thaltic, has a word with you. So, some dwarves here in the fort consider the theft of the Greater Growl as a cold case, but not Commissioner Thaltic. He might suck at interrogating people, Dadok, but he's not getting tired. We will interrogate this guy another time and again and again and again until we have found the truth. Now, what do we have here? The Fellowship of Ashes wants a high priesthood and a proper temple complex. Wonderful. So we have already something for the next episode. So much looking forward to that. I have a couple of ideas what we can do for that, but that has to wait until the next time. So I thank you so much for being around, it is my pleasure to do these. I really love this game, as you might or might not have noticed already. And we are making excellent progress here. I know the actual highlights of the fort, like magma spitting, pump stacks and whatnot, are still quite far away. We haven't put up any adamantine mining yet. We still have only one military squad going on. Yeah, I know. These are all things that we're working on. In all admittance, we don't have iron, we don't have tin, we only have copper. I really need to rely on these trades, and that's why we're working on what we're working here, as hard as we are working on it here, because as a matter of fact, these roads become very, very important for our civilization. The moment we have the trade income of a county rolling towards us as metal bars, there will be a lot of weaponry being made. But up until then, we could only craft crap, bluntly said. And I'm not willing to put my really, really legendary fighters to that risk. Also, look at that wonderful cloven path through the forest. You see that, elves? That's how it's done. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked again. Thanks for watching. Drop me a comment, leave a thumbs up, consider subscribing. Down there in the description box, I have links for you. Lots of links to the Savage Lands and to my Discord that I have mentioned, and also to Patreon, PayPal, and Buy Me a Coffee. I'd be really, really happy if you'd give them a look, and a big, big thanks to all the supporters of the channel. I deeply, deeply appreciate you folks, and a big, big thanks also to you watching this video up until the very end, where only the outrolls linger and lurk, and repeating music as my internet died for a second. Anyways, I appreciate you hanging out with me here, and next episode we're gonna build a big, big temple and continue building that road. Can't wait. See you there. Bye-bye.